Computer Girls.
Joining us in the studio now is David Sullivan, author of the new book, Born Bad, The Role of Genetics in Evil. David, thank you for joining us today. Your book is causing a lot of controversy. Are you essentially saying that so-called evil people are born that way?
What my book details is that genetics play an overwhelming factor in determining the likelihood of a person turning out to be a serious criminal.
For years, people have debated the role of nature versus nurture in these cases. Are you claiming to have the definitive answer?
The science of it is far too complex to delve into here, but my research details the different genetic makeup and brain chemistry of numerous serial killers and what we would class as evil people. So, yes, I believe we can put this debate to rest once and for all. How did I get here?
How you got here is not important, Mr. Sullivan. Why you are here is...
Who are you?
You can call me Edgar. And you're here because your recent TV appearance and book publicity is causing some inconvenience for my employer. Help yourself to some water. It will make you feel better.
And who is your employer?
I represent a large corporate law firm. The specifics aren't important, but your research could prove very damaging to some of their most important cases.
How?
A jury is not going to have much sympathy for a person who is supposedly born evil, Mr. Sullivan. Part of their defense strategies hinge on convincing the jury that environmental factors contributed to the defendant's crimes. Unfortunately, your book seems to contradict that.
So why am I here?
We need you to testify in court to retract your conclusions in your book and to convince the jury that genetics are not the sole cause in the case of these crimes.
But I can't do that. I've staked my whole career on that book. I'll be ruined. And if I refuse, I suppose you're going to shoot me.
Not at all. No one is going to harm you. You have a choice in this matter. And I don't want you to perjure yourself up on this stand because you need to be believable. So I'm going to try to convince you that your way of thinking is wrong.
I have spent years on this research. Nothing you can say will change my mind.
I believe people have the capacity for both good and evil. People will make their decisions and take actions based on their current self-interest. There are dark places within all of us, just waiting to be unleashed to ensure our survival, if need be.
So you think everyone is like that? Look, murderers and rapists commit the crimes they do because they are genetically predisposed due to chemical...
There's a dead body in your house.
What?
Right now, there's a dead body in your house. A male with a knife stuck in his back. Yours are the only fingerprints on the murder weapon.
What the hell are you talking about?
You have 1 hour to take this gun and use it to kill a random person of your choosing. If you fail to do so, the police will be called and sent to your home address. How long do you think it will be until you are arrested for murder?
This is crazy. Is this some kind of sick joke?
I assure you, it is no joke, Mr. Sullivan. We will track your location via this phone. Once you have made the kill, hit redial and use the code word Albatross. A cleanup team will make its way to your location to take care of the body, while another team will do the same for the body in your house.
You're insane. Why would you do this?
Sanity is highly overrated, my friend. Consider this a lesson into the dark and murky places the human mind can delve into when placed under the right circumstances.
Oh yeah? Well, how about I just kill you right now?
Bravo, Mr. Sullivan. You are quite the student. I didn't expect you to be quite such a fast learner. You can shoot me if you wish, as that would also prove my point. But if I don't make a call to my associates in 5 minutes' time, then the police will be called and sent to your house.
I'll just explain to the police what happened, that I was being set up.
And who will you tell them is setting you up? Do you have any proof of my identity?
What about motive? I have no motive to kill some random stranger.
Perhaps not, but does the name William Henderson ring a bell?
That's my ex-wife's new husband. You killed him?
That's up to you to decide. If I don't make this call, the police are about to think you killed him. You have 60 seconds to decide.
But I can't murder someone. There must be some other way.
This is the only way I can convince you that sometimes people do bad things because of circumstance, not genetics. My job is to do whatever it takes to get you up on the stand, convincing the jury of that. 15 seconds.
Can't we just...
12, 11, 10, 9...
Okay. I'll do it.
He is in.
Excuse me, good friend. Can you spare some change for a man in need?
Sure. My car is parked just around the corner. Come with me and I'll help you out.
Well, thank you, son. That is mighty kind of you. So whereabouts is this car of yours? I actually have somewhere to be, so I'll have to be going.
I'm really sorry. I don't want to have to do this.
I'm just a harmless old man. What have I ever done to you?
You don't understand what will happen if I don't do this. I'm so sorry. But you have to die.
Isn't there something I can do to change your...
What have I done?
I'm sorry, the number you have dialed has been disconnected.
What the hell?
I'm sorry, the number you have dialed has been disconnected.
Albatross?
I'm sorry, the number you have dialed has been disconnected.
Shit.
Back so soon.
Turn around.
So, did you go through with it?
I did what you asked. But when I dialed the number, it was disconnected. Who's coming to clean up the body?
No one, Mr. Sullivan.
But why? What about the body in my house?
I'm afraid you're going to have to take care of your own mess.
But you said...
I said what was necessary to give you an excuse to do what you've been longing for. After all those years of researching the worst kinds of people, you yearn to have a taste of it yourself. I simply illuminated the darkness you have in your own soul.
That's not true.
Are you finished?
But how? Who are you?
I'll be seeing you, Mr. Sullivan.
Have you been able to find any reasons as to why people commit these heinous crimes?
Well, in a large percentage of cases, the perpetrator claimed to have no choice in the matter, that they were forced to commit their horrible act.
Forced? By whom?
Well, this is where it differs. In some instances, the offender claimed they were following direct orders from God, or it might have been the voice of a loved one, or some random apparition that they believed was actually real.
So you're saying that voices in their head and imaginary visions have been responsible for countless killings?
Absolutely. It all comes down to what I was saying about brain chemistry. These people have a psychological imbalance that causes them to create certain scenarios that only exist inside their minds as a way to justify their dark impulses.
Well, these conclusions sound very disturbing.
And the worst part of it all? Who knows how many of these damaged people are out there lurking in society?
He was wrong and with no reward, so he felt the truth, like the devil was wrong.